Some gossip mongerers have gone as far as to call Lori mentally unhinged for breaking up and moving on from relationships like ones that play a game of hop. Where does Michael B. Jordan fix in this couple's messy breakup, and why is he mocking the heck out of this poor Damson name? Let's find out and connect the dots between Michael Jordan's and Lori Harvey's accidental meetup. Lori thought Michael was cute, and on being asked if the couple was a thing, she said that she wanted to keep things private. It wasn't until late 2020 when Michael was seen getting off a private jet in Lori's hometown that the rumor mill really took a hit for the worst. Who knew that it was only a matter of months before the couple would finally give in and broadcast their romance for the entire world to see? Despite keeping the whole thing supposedly private for months on end, the couple still couldn't hinder negative energy from hunting them down. The negative energy in question here is none other than Lori's father, Steve Harvey, who just couldn't stop himself from making shady statements about his daughter's boyfriend. But Michael, being madly in love as he was back then, took all of it and more and never held back from showing his undying appreciation for Lori and her family. And just when things were looking like they couldn't get any better, fate intervened. The pair tragically broke up in just a couple of months after Michael narrated just how content the relationship with Lori was in an interview with Time magazine. Turns out the breakup was all Lori's doing, as he chickened out of committing for a longer period and decided the best thing to do was to stomp all over poor Michael's heart by pulling the guns on their fairy tale. Now, as weird as that might sound, do you guys know who backed Lori up in her decision when the entire internet was bashing her for breaking Michael's heart? Yep, it was none other than Steve Harvey himself. He even insinuated that Lori was in an actual really good place after the breakup and was doing mighty fine at a job at picking the pieces up. Fast forward a few months later, when fans were still getting busy over this heartbreak, Lori went on to spark a new romance with none other than the infamous English-born actor Damson Idris. Now, this romance was not your typical one demanding months to set off. No, the two kicked it off right from the beginning, and they were a full-grown couple by January 2023. Just by the looks of it, it seemed that Damson was head over heels for Lori, and Lori's famous for being inexpressive and nonchalant didn't have the same feelings for Damson. Just like the case with Michael B. Jordan, fans were only waiting for the day Lori would dispose of her new Buell and move on from him like nothing ever happened. Just a few days ago, fans noticed that Lori had removed every trace of Damson from her social media feed, indicating an impending breakup news going viral. Damson's Instagram profile was devoid of any evidence of dating Lori too. What's more interesting is that would happen right after Prince from Love and Hip Hop Miami revealed that he had trampled around with Lori in the past. While that might be a possible reason for the breakup, fans can't help to think that Michael B. Jordan had a role to play in the couple's doom. You see, just a few days ago, Michael B. Jordan and Steve Harvey were suspiciously exchanging pleasant remarks and hanging out at a basketball game. Was this a sign that Michael was finally being welcomed to the family and possibly into Lori's love life? Well, that's what the word says on the streets. What's more sick and twisted about this mess is the connection between Michael and Damson might allegedly share. There has been speculations that Jordan has been a good friend of Damson's for a very long time, and the reason why they might be having issues between them was none other than Lori Harvey. Fans seem to think that Lori's pattern of treating men like trash and jumping on them without a single thought is a tad bit too similar to her mom's dating history. After breaking off 2 marriages while her partners were serving jail time for being involved in a drug ring, majority landed in Steve Harvey's warm embrace. Lori seems to be exhibiting the same behavior, which is quite alarming. As for Michael B. Jordan, this dude is taking his sweet time to move on and spends a ton of time meditating and blasting songs and midnight long drives. While Damson's world is going up in flames, Jordan seems to be living his best life, a fact that's a bit too ironic for the masses to believe. And with that, we reached the end of the video. Make sure you catch us in the next one. Until then, goodbye.